Hello, this is Blue Star, Defender of Equestria, and this is my next ComRac video, episode 23 of season 4. Yes! Except, there's only 2 more episodes left before they start the big finale. Oh well. It's good and it's bad, but oh well, anyway. Oh dear, yeah. I did kind of mean to do sort of even an afterthought review of the previous episode, but I just didn't decide to do it, I'm afraid. Sorry. Again, I'm still undecided about whether to do reviews. I mean, I must admit, the end of my last ComRac video was very unfocused, shall we say. It was like, oh, I almost feel bad about that. So I don't know. I still can't make up my mind of whether to do actual reviews and stuff, because, anyway, so I'll make some quick, thoughts on the episode, the previous episode. I still like it. It still was really fun. I mean, yes, it's, as the story goes, it's not the greatest story ever. It's kind of overplayed a little bit. But again, this is a new writer. He's trying to learn the theme and the style of the show, and he may have taken the whole friendship thing a little bit too far that time. But I think that was good, and I liked it. I enjoyed it. And I'm sure the promo is going to come on in a second. Maybe I'll actually watch it. Or not. Or maybe it is. No, let's not watch this promo. I think I will probably break at some point and watch the promo, but I can't decide when. Anyway, oh dear, so. Oops, I almost forgot to start the video. 4, 3, 2, 1, start. Ugh. Yeah, I think I'll probably break. Okay, anyway. It's Mr. and Mrs. Cake. Yes! Ponyville once again. Okay. Wow. They've certainly had a lot more background ponies than they have. Ow. Oh, Piggy's happy. Yay!
Just because the attendees are young doesn't mean they don't deserve my very best creative work. Why, this puppet theater is going to be the talk of the Foal and Philly Fair.
A puppet show, eh?
How could it not be?
Uh-oh.
You're the one making
it.
Oh. But I couldn't have done it without the help of one of my dearest and most supportive friends. You are my favorite dragon.
Hey.
Your favorite dragon? Aw, gee. The hours have been long. The work taxing beyond compare. But it will all be worth it when we hear those 3 little words.
This is awful!
Awful?
Bummer.
Completely unusable.
What?
Yeah, it doesn't travel. Oh, there's no room for my puppets. It appears I won't have a traveling puppet theater to use after all.
Ow, that was harsh.
I don't know what that guy was talking about. This thing is perfect.
Uh-oh. Oh dear. Well, that was harsh. Ooh. Oh dear.
My little pony.
Interesting. Oh dear, come on, brain, work! It doesn't actually, that unfortunately does not actually help it. Yes!
Big adventure, tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness, it's an easy feat, and magic makes it all complete to have
I must admit, I like Princess Luna and Celestia. I think it's cool that Luna's down with the opening and everything. That's pretty cool. So, interesting. A couple things to think about. It appears this is some kind of like fair for, I guess, the younger ponies. Interesting. It must have been a lot of was sprung on us in in the beginning of this already. It's like, who is this pony? And what's going on? It must have been a little lost in a way. Maybe my brain's just not functioning, which it kind of isn't. I have to work on that. Anyway, I mean, in a way, it's kind of confusing. In a way, it's also kind of straightforward. Because, okay, they're going to have a fair. They're going to have a puppet show. And Rarity was probably building this for this person. Which, when I think about it, it's kind of odd. Because she does fashion. Constructing something like a puppet show booth is, in a way, outside her area of expertise. But, oh well. Oh, dear. But, anyway, Yeah, that's kind of unusual, but okay. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, Spike. Yeah. Yeah. You might be Rarity's favorite dragon, but as far as we know, you're the only dragon that Rarity actually knows. So, uh-oh. Oh dear. I'm sure. No. I'm sure Rarity meant that completely. Oh, dang it. I can't think of anything to say other than I'm a little confused about this already. It's like there's not a lot going on and stuff like that. And oh dear. Oh dear. Just a second. Dear, need some organization. Gotta put my caster back where it belongs. But anyway, yeah, I can't think of anything else to say. This is. So I guess I'll say for those who are unfamiliar with this format, these are basically the commercials because I hate editing, and I'm doing this in a quote-unquote live format because I'm watching the episode as it airs, so I'm watching the commercials. So these are the commercials. So. Sometimes I think I should just edit out the commercials, but because sometimes I have something interesting to say. But I must admit the first one's always the hardest because it's like I've just been introduced, but fortunately we're back and I'm saved once again. Yes.
This is terrible. Simply terrible.
No. Oh no.
So that puppeteer didn't like your exquisitely crafted best puppet theater in the history of puppet theater's puppet theater. You can just contribute something else to the Foal Philly Fair.
Inspiration, manifestation.
Suppose I could.
Multiple writers.
Oh, forget it, Spike. I'd never have something finished in time.
Bummer. What the? Just eating ice cream.
I wanted to leave my creative mark on the fair, and I failed. Oh, miserably.
Aw, poor Rarity.
And that makes me miserable.
Yeah, that usually happens. But failure usually causes that emotion. Oh dear. It's the castle! Ooh, well, obviously it's wrecked before, but wow.
There's gotta be something in here somewhere. Ooh. It's not who, it's what. Like, what can help Rarity make something in time for the fair? She really, really, really wants to make a creative contribution. She said I'm her favorite dragon. So it's up to me to come through for her in her time of need.
Well, that's nice, but this will obviously end in disaster.
There's gotta be some kind of spell that'll do the trick.
Uh-oh.
Come on, help a dragon out.
Ah! How did he do that? That wasn't very nice.
Ugh, it's not for me. It's for Rarity. The one who made you that bow tie you like so much? Okay, I get it.
That joke has unfortunately gotten very old very
You don't
fast.
think we should use magic?
Uh-oh.
What is that?
That's a good question. Anybody know how to pick locks? Or that could work. Uh-oh, bats. Uh-oh.
What? If I wasn't supposed to have it, it wouldn't be so easy to get.
I was gonna say, when
And it's covered in spikes. Look
Spike, you might want to pay attention. Oh, man. Yipes.
Inspiration manifestation instantly brings ideas to life.
I said,
I'm liking the looks of this one.
interestingly, it's written on a stone tablet. Oh, well. Uh-oh. Rarity's gonna have another problem at the end of this episode.
Rarity! Leave me be. Can't you see how distraught, disappointed, and downtrodden I still am?
Oh.
But I brought you something.
Unless it's another carton of vanilla oat swirl or word that the festival has been cancelled, I don't think I'm interested.
Your voice change.
It's magic.
Spike, precious scales. I already have magic.
But not the kind that can help you create something in time for the fair. This can.
I suppose it's worth a try. From in the head to out in the world, every thought to action.
Uh-oh.
Hold close this book, and through its spell you'll start a chain reaction, projecting forth whatever beauty you see.
Uh-oh.
Only when true words are spoken will you finally be set free.
Uh-oh.
Did it work?
Quick, pay attention.
There's only one way to find out.
Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Ooh.
Oh my! I thought about making this a much more beautiful spell book, and I have!
Uh-oh. I sense trouble.
Dear, dear Spike! Here I was about to give up, but like a true friend, you've come through with flying colors! Come, we must find the puppeteer right away, so that I may provide you with the most fabulous theater he's ever imagined! Or should I say that I've ever imagined?
Uh-oh. This is definitely gonna be bad.
Ah, Miss Rarity, come to see the show, I presume. You'll notice I had to make do in light of your recent failure to produce a functioning theater.
Ouch.
Oh, but I think you'll find the new one I've created will be much more to your liking.
Yeah, well, it is gorgeous, but that was never the problem now, was it?
Interesting.
Oh, well, this one does seem to travel.
Interesting.
Plenty of room for my puppets. I say, Miss Rarity, I don't know how you managed to do so in such a short amount of time, but you seem to have redeemed yourself.
Cool.
How did you manage to do so in such a short time?
As a matter
I
of
can
fact,
tell you that.
she used a
Designer never reveals her tricks.
Ow. People do that a lot on this show, knocking other ponies and characters over. That's kind of rude, but...
Thank you again, Spike, for being such a dear friend and finding this book for me.
My pleasure. Well, guess I can return it now that the fair's over.
Oh, yes, of course. I've made my creative contribution as I'd hoped to do, and all is well.
Uh-oh.
Then again, perhaps I should keep it just a scotch longer.
No.
You don't mind, do you, Spike?
Of course not. See you tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
What? She'll keep it for a few more hours. No harm in that.
Uh-oh. Oh, listen to the owl. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I have a feeling it's gonna be quite different in there. Ow! Ow.
Spike, I'm so glad you're here.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Uh-oh. Rarity's losing it.
Are you okay?
Oh, I've never been better. This book you've given me is amazing.
Oh, dear.
Why, I've been up all night just creating and creating and creating and creating. I've completed my fall line for the next 15 seasons. Wow! But then I started thinking, why stop there?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Spike, I've always thought this town of ours could use a few beautifying upgrades. And with this book, I can make that happen with such ease. You will support me in this endeavor by letting me keep the book just a little longer?
Of course I
No! Oh, no! Listen to the owl! Listen to the owl! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The dark side is strong here. Well, sort of anyway. Or the creative green side is? Uh-oh. I can't help but think, oh no, Rarity's turning into a changeling. No, that's because she's green and everything. But what an interesting thing. It's like, is this how the changelings got started in a way? That maybe they got seduced by some sort of dark spell or something like that? That'd be an interesting idea. Yeah, I don't think that the, yeah, I don't think that this has anything to do with changes. Maybe it does, or, Anyway, whatever. Just like I was thinking, just because somebody has a red lightsaber in Star Wars doesn't necessarily make them a Sith. But oh well, whatever. But anyway, So, oh yes, it's like there's a lot going on now in a way that oh dear, it's like it's gonna be interesting. What is the lesson going to be? I don't know. It's like I hope you were paying attention during the thing with the spell, because I think oh dear, I don't know if I should say what I think about. I think I'm just gonna say that the solution is probably most likely going to be in that spell. I think they said what the solution is going to be within the original spell. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that there, because I have a difficult problem in a way that I know that some people watch these reaction videos to see the episode, so I don't know, but yeah, I'm certain that the solution comes from the end of that spell. So I think, and not to mention, I can't remember the spell all together that well anyway. So, but yeah, I mean, So yeah, there's a lot of interesting things going on. It's like Rarity has definitely been seduced by this spell, and she's being, which is probably why it was locked away, and it had like big spiky things on the front. It's like, it's definitely the most lethal looking cover I think I've ever seen for a book. Oh dear, it's like, yeah, interesting question. Well, if it's so dangerous, why didn't they destroy it? I guess, but oh well. But yeah, I mean, that's an interesting thing. It's like, I think obviously the next thing that's gonna happen is Rarity's gonna go nuts, and she's gonna mess with the whole of Ponyville, and someone's gonna have to stop her, and that someone will almost certainly be Spike. So that'll be interesting. Again, I can't think of what the lesson's gonna be, other than maybe, it's like you have to stop someone even when it looks like they're having a good time or something. I don't know, but anyway.
Oh, what do you say we get a little breakfast before we get started?
No time for breakfast. I want to get started right away.
Technically, we do have time, because with that book held close, you can just make things...
Where did she go?
Rarity?
She's up there.
Now, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Why, that cart hasn't an ounce of stylish flair.
Uh-oh. It's...
My eye's playing tricks on me again.
No.
What in rhubarb pie just happened?
Isn't it gorgeous?
It's amazing. You should ask Applejack if she wants you to give all the Apple family carts a makeover.
Oh, I don't really think I need to ask permission, darling.
Uh-oh.
Everyone loves surprises, especially when they're gorgeous ones.
You're right. Every pony does love surprises.
We shouldn't even tell any pony that it's me who's behind all the fabulous changes I'll be making.
Interesting.
Won't that be a fun little secret for the three of us to share?
Three of us?
The three of us?
You, me, and the book, of course.
It's a book.
My marvelous, marvelous book.
Even the book's alive when
Of
she's
course.
delusional.
Promise me you won't say a word to any pony.
Carter!
I knew I could count on you, Spike. And I also know just what I want to do next.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Take that.
Yeah.
And that. What in the...
Get her! Get it off! Get it off!
I always thought Rainbow Dash could use a little more glamour. And now look at her, cloud busting with style. Moving on.
Uh-oh.
She'll be fine. It's just a dress. Wait for your favorite dragon!
Ooh. Oh dear. Yikes, there's a lot of bird seed.
There you go, Mr. Robin. Don't you look so content in your little...
Oh no.
Oh my goodness. You're lost?
I'm lost.
No, not that way. That looks like that's a door to a bedroom. Try that one over there.
I'm lost, forever lost.
No, that leads to a
Ow.
shoe closet. Oh dear. Maybe try the staircase? Oh, no. Other staircase.
Oh no.
Isn't it gorgeous?
It's probably the most beautiful birdhouse ever
Come
created.
on, Spike.
Go on.
I'm just not sure how the bird feels about it.
What does a bird know about architectural design? What matters is what you think, Spike, and you love it.
Uh-oh.
Don't you?
Of course I do. It's so... Rarity.
It is, isn't it? Ooh!
Uh-oh. Ow! Come on, Spike. Yeah. Oh, clown pony. How interesting. Oh, Marashi band. Whatever.
But it could use a touch of class, don't you think?
No.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh man. Her eyes are glowing again. How did that make any sense?
This party doesn't
Uh-oh.
have a proper theme. Let's do something about that, shall we?
What?
You've already made things look really, really great. Maybe you should stop while you're ahead?
Good idea.
You're right, Spike. There's so much to do elsewhere.
Right. Elsewhere.
Just one more little thing before we go.
Oh dear.
Why, this party is certain to make the society page now.
What did you do with the
Won't
other ponies?
I be pleased? Happy day too? Huh?
What did Rarity do to the other
I am
ponies?
simply buzzing with ideas. Simply buzzing.
That's great. But, you've been at this for a while now. How about you take a break? Give that brilliant mind of yours a rest.
Don't be silly. I'm not going to stop now. Why, I won't stop until every inch of Ponyville has benefited from my creative vision.
Oh dear.
Starting with you.
Oh no! Oh no! We've been zapped! What the heck?
You look fabulous.
All because of you.
Okay.
Anything for my favorite dragon and
Just-
most supportive friend. Come! There's so much more to do!
Ow.
Oh no! Not you too!
What do you mean, not me too?
Oh, judging by that outfit, I thought for sure you...
What? This? I just wanted to try out a new look. You like?
No.
Well, in that case, have you seen any ponies suspicious?
Nope.
Oh, come on.
Princess Twilight, the gazebo has been turned into solid crystal, and 2 ponies are now trapped inside its walls.
Oh no! Crystal, eh? Interesting.
No! I made a promise to Rarity to keep this to myself. But you're right, Aloysius. I have to tell. And once I do, I can forget Rarity thinking of me as her most supportive friend.
Oh.
I can forget Rarity thinking of me as a friend at all.
Aw, poor Spike. Oh, dear. I can't help but think that, I can't help but think that this book has something to... Oh, you know what? I'll watch the stunt promo.
All new dares. All new scares. All new adventures. My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. All new next Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 9:30 Central on the Hub Network.
Okay. Ironically, I've picked exactly the right time to watch this promo because it appears that the Obi episode, other than probably the finale that was referenced, is this one. So, goody. So anyway, yeah, I can't help but think that this book has something to do with either Sombra or maybe the Changelings. I mean, Crystal. It could just be that just Rarity likes Crystal. It wouldn't be a huge surprise. I must admit, it's like, what did she do to the other ponies? Did she send them to like an alternate dimension or something? And also, it's like the waiter pony. It's like apparently being a waiter didn't pay the bills, so he had to take a job as a clown. Or the clown pony's been transported to an alternate dimension or something. I don't know. No. I'm sure everything's fine, kids. Everything's fine. But it's like it's not like, oh, she just put an outfit on these ponies. It's like literally the ponies were they were substituted for a completely different ponies. It's like the orchestra ponies. I'm pretty sure none of them were the mariachi bands and stuff. In fact, a lot of them were. I think they were all stallions, and now some of them are mares and stuff. So, issues there. But oh well. Yeah, obviously. Oh, Spike is such in a situation now. It's like he knows what he has to do at this moment. He knows he has to basically turn on Rarity and everything. And oh no! And of course she doesn't want to do that because she thinks he's gonna lose. She's not gonna be my friend anymore. Oh, of course that's not gonna happen. In fact, Rarity's probably gonna be quite glad that he snapped her out of this. He snapped her out of this. Oh dear, it's like, oh dear. I have a feeling this book's gonna be interesting, and I wish I could think of better things to say. Oh dear. But yeah, oh dear. Oh, poor Spike. I must admit again, there's never one of these episodes where I'm screaming at the character, just like, get with it! Well, I think in a way he does know, he just doesn't want to, and I kind of understand that. I mean, obviously, again, he doesn't want to risk losing this relationship he has with Rarity, so poor guy. But he obviously is going to do the right thing, so yo! Oh no, help us! Yay!
I can't do it.
No.
I promised I'd keep all of this between the three of
Come
us.
on.
Ooh. Of course it's weird that she meant me, her, and the spellbook. But the spellbook! Of course! If I can get it away from her, I bet she won't be able to use its magic anymore. Oh, come on! It's the perfect plan!
Oh.
I just have to figure out which way she went. I can't see!
What the? Okay, this is getting creepy.
I'm thinking she's headed this way.
Oh dear. She's gonna kill us all, men. Sorry, no, just kidding, of course. Oh, she's definitely getting creepy, though. I don't think that's gonna work.
What do you think you're doing?
Me? I was just, basking in your creative radiance.
Oh, Spike, you do say the nicest things.
Thanks.
Now, where was I?
Laughing maniacally.
Oh, yes! Gold-plated rooftop for everybody!
Oh my gosh. Get away from me! Get away from me! Run!
Spike!
Ugh.
I
Okay.
have just had the most marvelous idea!
He ate the spell book.
Of course you have. You're really...
That's not gonna be good.
My work here in Ponyville is nearly complete. Don't you think it's time the rest of Equestria benefited from my creative vision?
Oh.
Absolutely!
Eh.
Oh, I'm thinking we go by chariot! Or as everyone will soon be calling them, Rariot!
Oh yeah, Rarity's losing it.
Yeah, we should definitely go, but...
But who's gonna pull the chariot?
How did you do that?
Why, whatever do you mean?
The book. I mean,
Been eaten?
you don't... It's gone. The book is gone.
Gone. Why, it's right there. I need my book, Spike! What have you done with my book?
Why would I do anything with your book? We're friends. It was probably the owl.
Oh. Man.
But wait, I don't seem to need it anymore, do I?
Oh, we're doomed.
Yes, yes. I can feel its magic flowing within me now.
Uh-oh.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I'm so scared.
Me too.
Places we'll go, Spike. Manhattan, Philadelphia, Canterlot. And there you'll be by my side, just as you've always been here in Ponyville.
no.
Your constant praise and adoration driving me to even greater heights until the resident inch of Equestrian has been utterly transformed by my creative genius!
Uh-oh.
No.
Yes.
What did you say?
I said no. You've been changing things, but you haven't been making them better. I should have told you the truth at the very beginning, but I didn't because I was trying to be a supportive friend. But instead, I let you become something awful.
Oh no.
Awful.
Oh, goody.
What happened?
Rarity, you're okay?
I think so. Though by the looks of it, something quite terrifying has happened to Ponyville.
Oh dear, I would say so.
You haven't.
Me?
Oh dear.
The last part of the spell.
Only when true words are spoken will you finally be set free.
The spell took over you and you wanted to change everything in Equestria. I was afraid to tell you how I really felt about it, but then I told you the truth.
Dearest Spike, you should never be afraid to tell me the truth. We're friends, remember?
Today I learned how important it is to be honest with your friends when they're doing something that you don't think is right. A true friend knows that you're speaking up because you care about them.
Spike! Never, ever, ever, ever take another book out of the library at the castle without asking. Princess Cadence and Princess Luna have much better things to do than help me clean up Ponyville.
Oh no! Ow.
Do you have any idea how hard it was to reverse that much dark magic?
Oh no.
You don't look so good. What? I'm just being honest. It's what good friends do.
Ow. Uh-oh. This may not be the time to apply this particular lesson, Spike. Oh no. Oh dear.
Saturdays on the Hub Network. Sabrina is back with all new episodes.
Bring it.
She's craft and she's having a blast.
Oh dear, oh dear. Well, that episode was interesting,
Sabrina,
but
Secrets of a
scary.
Teenage Witch. All new coming up next. Only on the Hub Network.
Sorry about that.
HX.
Alrighty then. So, darn, I forgot the name of this episode. The only thing I remember was that it was. The only thing I remember that it was written by two people, which sometimes can be bad. But I figure this time it actually worked out okay. I mean, it's another one of these where it's like it's getting you're drawing this out too long. It's like okay, I get this. It was kind of interesting the first few times. Now it's kind of like, can we move on now? Can we just get to the point where Spike, realizes that he has to stop lying to Rarity and tell her the truth? Oh man, I can't help but think it's like, it's almost a lesson. It's like, does this dress make me look fat? Or something like that. It's like, it's like the answer is I believe most women will say when they ask the question that, yeah, they'd rather have people tell them the truth rather than their boyfriend or whoever say, yeah, you look great. It's like they'd rather say, nah, you look awful. But that's what reminds me from this episode, this lesson. It's like, yeah, it's like, no, that was absolutely the wrong time to apply this lesson. Which might be an interesting sub-lesson in itself, because obviously, it's one of these things, there are no absolutes when it comes to telling the truth. I mean, sometimes bending and sometimes lying, are, quote-unquote, the correct thing to do. It's like, or in this case, it might have been for Spike, just don't say anything at all. Just don't say that Twilight looks awful. I think Twilight knows she looks awful. But yeah, obviously there's also times you have to tell the truth and everything, where lying, obviously, is not the right thing to do and everything. So yeah, I mean, it's difficult. There are no absolutes to this lesson in a way. Oh, poor Twilight. So she and Luna and Cadence and Twilight had a lot of work to do. Bummer. So it was dark magic, eh? Interesting. I wonder if this will play into the finale or not. We'll see. Yeah, we got to see the castle again. I don't think we've ever seen it in that shot before, where we get to see it. It's clearly been wrecked and everything like that. I mean, I think we did, but it's like it clearly is wrecked in that shot. And anyway, so overall, I think this episode is to everyone. I think it is kind of good. I mean, my first criticism of them is definitely that it goes on for too long. It just goes on for too long. It's like the who joke. I mean, that joke's been way overdone. That joke was kind of funny the first few times in the first episode. I think that we see Owlicious or whatever, but now it's just old. Now it's just completely old, and it's just, no, that's not funny anymore. It's like some jokes like that work, like the yep and nope thing with Big Mac. To a point, that kind of works for a long term, but even that starts to get kind of tiresome after a while, and it'd be nice to hear Big Mac actually speak, actual sentences and, and words and things. From time to time, anyway. Yeah, I mean, but overall, there is, again, there's a lot in this. I think my other criticism is that there's a lot that's just simply thrust upon us out of nowhere. Like, this spell book, what is it? Where did it come from? And everything. Like, obviously this whole fair thing, you know, this pony that we don't know, it's like, why is Rarity doing this? It just seems to be all this stuff that seems to come out of nowhere and then immediately goes away and dismisses things. And oh dear. And there's some interesting sub-lessons. I think, in a way, one sub-lesson, in a way, is that, you know, just because you like something doesn't necessarily mean this other person will like it. That, you know, you might think you're doing them a favor, but you're not. Like, obviously, Rainbow Dash's reaction to the dress was was awesome. Yeah, Rainbow Dash hates dresses. She hates them. And not to mention, especially when she's flying, it's all, I think, I don't know. I was thinking that, you know, it's all function for her when it comes to dresses and flying. Like, I think Rainbow Dash would rather not wear a dress when she's trying to fly and everything. So she's like, get it off. I like that. It was like, Rarity thinks the dress is great, and she thinks that she's doing Rainbow Dash a favor, but no, this is further from the truth and everything. And again, I think the better example in a way might be that, you know, the cart, you know, the puppet show cart. Like, she made this grand cool thing, and it looks cool, but it's not very functional. And I think that's basically the guy's complaint. It's like, it looks good, but it's not functional. It doesn't serve my purposes. It doesn't let me do the show the way I wanted to. It's too small. It can't move and everything. And so it's, you know, it just doesn't suit my needs and everything like that. It looked good, but it just simply didn't function, which as a programmer I understand all too well. Is like, to me, in my world, functionality is way more important than looking good. And he's like, you know, I remember one of the first projects I did in college is like, you know, it's like I was doing it with someone else. It's like the first thing is like, we decide we're making this website function well. We're not going to make it look good. We're going to make sure all the code and all the stuff and all the functions we intend to put in this actually do work and actually function, because anybody can make a website that looks good. It's difficult to make a site that actually does something more than just simply display pages and everything like that. But anyway, getting a little off topic there, but I like sub-lessons because they're interesting, because, you know, because there's a lot of things that you could look apart. Like, again, that was an interesting sub-lesson. I mean, I think, yeah, it must have been one thing. I think it's like Spike wins a war, wins the prize for most lies, I think, in an episode. I think almost through like the last maybe 3/4 of this episode, Spike is lying to Rarity almost all the way through the last 3/4 of this episode. Which in a way is the whole point. The whole lesson here is that, you know, that obviously when you see your friend doing something wrong, you should obviously tell them that they're doing something wrong. Or if you clearly see they're making a mistake, and, you know, it doesn't serve them by lying to them and telling them everything's okay when it isn't. And that's certainly a good lesson, I'm afraid. That, yeah, I mean, can't help but think, you know, pretending everything's okay when it isn't is definitely not a good thing and everything like that. Oh dear. Unfortunately, I think that's kind of relevant in our world and our culture, because things are not okay. A lot of things are not okay, and a lot of people are trying to tell us they're okay when they're not, and everything. So, okay, so I'm going to stop there before I get anywhere, I think I want to stay away from that one. But yeah, I mean, again, I think my other criticism is like I'm yelling at Spike, come on, get with it. I think Owlicious was interesting in this, that he doesn't get any actual dialogue, but he's actually a pretty interesting presence in a way, because obviously he knows what Spike should do, and Spike is flat ignoring him and not listening to him and everything, and oh dear. So in a way that's kind of good, because it's sort of, I mean, I'm thinking that it's kind of good because because the audience probably knows what Spike should do all the way through this, but Spike either doesn't know or he doesn't want to do this. I think for the most part Spike doesn't want to do this. I think at some point he knows that, you know, she's out of control, she's doing all these horrible things, but, you know what, I want to be a supportive friend. But, you know, again, that doesn't really serve her, it doesn't serve anybody. So I mean, he has to do something difficult, and actually he has to lie to Rarity and everything. He ate the book. That could be an issue. But there's a lot to think about this book. I mean, it's, again, dark. It's definitely dark magic. I mean, there's definitely a lot of potential that maybe something like this is how the Changelings and or Sombra was created. Because Rarity was definitely, is turning into, I will take over the world and make it in my own image. Uh-oh. Does this mean Rarity was going to turn into like the next Chrysalis or something? Yeah, Rarity's performance was definitely really good, but is it just me, or has her voice changed? There were definitely parts of this episode where I feel like that doesn't really sound like Rarity. Maybe I'm just hearing things. But, uh-oh. It's like Rarity ate a lot of ice cream. She might gain a few pounds at the end of this episode. Uh-oh. Oh dear. So yeah, oh dear. I think this might be another one of these episodes I might have to think about a little bit, because in a way there was a lot. I mean, again, what happened to all the other ponies? I think it's okay. I think it's fine. But sometimes I feel that way. It's like in Canterlot Wedding. It's like, what happened to all the royal guard? Did they get kidnapped by the changelings somewhere and we have to go rescue them or something? It's like, well, someone please save the royal guard. No. I'm sure that's not what happened. At least I hope that's not what happened. Why I care about that? Why I care about these things, I don't know. But oh well. Anyway. Again, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure nothing evil like that happened. But again, this was dark magic, so you never know. I'm a little disappointed that Celestia, once again, apparently did not get involved in helping to fix things. Well, I guess somebody had to be in charge, I guess. You know, like, I mean, all the other princesses were involved in cleaning up Ponyville and the dark magic and everything. So I guess she had to be in charge, I guess. So it's still, I would like to see more episodes where Celestia does directly get involved and... show that she's not evil, that she does care, because some people unfortunately do think that Celestia is evil and she doesn't care. I'm sure she does care. I mean, she does outright say it in one episode. You know, it's like she does love her ponies and everything like that. But yeah. But anyway, minor thing. I mean, oh, poor Twilight. Oh, she looks awful. She does look awful. Oh, well, nobody ever said being a princess was gonna be an easy job. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Unfortunately, Twilight was drafted. No. She was being groomed for this role. But anyway, actually, that's an interesting thing in itself. I'm getting off topic. But I will say that, in a way, Twilight, wanted that. But it did happen unexpectedly. I mean, she's been groomed by Celestia to be a princess for all the previous seasons. In a way, that's what Twilight wanted. Twilight wanted to be, Celestia's student and, evolve and goat and take her studies to the next level and everything. So in a way, okay, that's good. That's definitely getting massively off topic. Oh man, this is what happens when my brain no longer functions. Anyway, so I think my overall verdict on this episode is that I think it was at the very least, it was funny. I mean, it did get really creepy from time to time. Like, Rarity's going over to the deep end, to the dark side, and turning evil. And oh no! It's like, I'm glad that she did not go completely to the dark side and turn evil and everything. It's like, otherwise, oh dear, more drastic action might have been necessary. It's like, aggressive negotiations might have been necessary, as Skywalker would say. No. I'm glad that didn't happen. I'm glad that did not happen, because that would have been bad. I like Rarity. She's cool. But, I don't know. There's definitely a case where the book got the better of her. The dark side corrupted her. No. But unfortunately, the truth has set Rarity free, and things like that. And in true My Little Pony fashion, completely forgive Spike. Because again, I'm sure Rarity is very glad that Spike's broke her out of this. Spike, that she's no longer evil and she's no longer doing these horrible things to Ponyville and her friends and everything. And I'm glad that, again, she's just simply glad that she did that. Oh dear. So anyway, so yes. So overall verdict on this episode, this sort of falls into the hard category, because this is kind of a tough one. This is a tough lesson in a way, but it was fun. Overall, this episode was really fun. It was enjoyable, and it is kind of hard, but I mean, it's one of those things. It's cool and scary at the same time to see Rarity be evil. I mean, being evil is fun. But yeah, it's kind of scary to see it happening to another character like that. So, but it was still fun. It was fun though. It was fun. So, maybe my opinion will change after I watch this episode a couple more times. But I think overall, I think it's okay. I think it's an okay episode. I think that's it. It's an okay episode. It does have a good lesson, and it was fun, and I think it, in a way, was in the spirit of My Little Pony. Perhaps it went a little far, but I think overall it was okay. I think it was a good one. It was okay. can't decide if it was a good one or if it was okay. It's like in between. It's like a lot of episodes in season 4. It's like, oh, they make this so hard. I picked a heck of a time to become an analyst. Darn it. Oh, they had to make it hard. It's like, it's not just simple, oh, this episode's bad, this episode's good. It's like, it's sort of in between. It's kind of both. So I think I'm gonna say it's okay. So I think I've rambled on enough in my brain no longer functioning kind of way. I'm sorry if I do that too often. Oh dear. But anyway, so I hope you've enjoyed this ComRac video, and looking forward to the next episode and seeing the end of season 4 and how and what's gonna happen. It's gonna be interesting because they've in a way built up a lot of things, but in a way we don't know the extent of how all these episodes are gonna tie together at the end and see how everything works out. But definitely looking forward to it either way. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for commenting, liking, and subscribing. So until next time, this is Blue Star. Stay strong and pony on. Blue Star out.